Hey peeps, long time no see. Your girl is back. It's been such a long time since I posted a video on this channel, and you're probably wanting, Tess, where were you? What happened? We've been waiting for over 1 year to get content from you. You left us hanging. Guys, I am so sorry, but I'm back. Now let's do a recap of everything that has happened since I last posted here. All right. So, one, I was living in London. I had just left an abusive relationship and I was struggling mentally and just everything was falling apart. I was struggling to even get a place to live. I hated the studio I was living at in London. I was depressed. To cut the long story short, what did I do? I started making videos, of me trying to put my life together, and it was just not working. So I booked a flight back home, that is Kenya. So I went back to Kenya in May 2024. I thought I was going to stay for just 3 months, but I ended up staying for almost 1 year, 11 months. Can you believe that? Yeah, I stayed in Kenya for 11 months. The moment I landed in Kenya, I did a lot of things. First, I cut my locks. So now, as you can see, your girl is a short haired girlie. I cut my locks. It was so freeing. And at first, I thought, oh my God, you're cutting it because you're traumatized. But I realized it was just time for a change. And that it's like cutting the weight off. I don't know, it just signified something. People said, oh, why did you cut your hair? I was like, you know what? I have never regretted that even for 1 minute. Anyway, so I went back to Kenya, cut my hair. A month after landing, my divorce went through. So homegirl got divorced last year around June. Okay, so I became officially single and I did the work. I worked on myself, on my mental health. I enjoyed life with my family and everything was going great. I got back to creating content and putting together my business because honestly, things had fallen apart. But that time in Kenya just helped me deal with a lot. So when I went to Kenya, I was recording vlogs and putting them on my main channel because I thought, let me put everything in one channel. And then after some time, I stopped. I realized it's not a good strategy. And I actually recently deleted all those vlogs because honestly, it's time they they disappeared. Like some of them, me crying and all that, that's past tense. Now that test is gone. And I decided to just bury that test. And yeah, so I deleted the content. I didn't think of posting it here. I just deleted it completely. Just, giving myself a new lease on life, if that makes sense. A lot happened behind the scenes, honestly. A lot of healing happened. And I'm so glad that I went to Kenya. It's like, honestly, I realized it was the only thing I had to do. I was stuck in a space that was not conducive for my healing. And the moment I just booked that flight and landed in Nairobi, everything became better. The laughs we had with my family, the little things, the simplicity of life, the joys, that was enough to just guide me towards my journey to healing. And after living with my sister for like 3 months, I moved out and actually got my own flat in Nairobi. And I was able to just use that alone time to recalibrate and evaluate my life and separate the real stuff from the chaff and just work through my inner struggles. That was a game changer. That was a game changer. So anyway, fast forward to March 2025, I booked a flight back to England. I moved back to England and now I have my own flat. Yes, it was time. Remember, I had struggled so much to rent. I had Ugh. But then, when the time was right, the universe made it happen. Homegirl now has a flat, and my life is looking up, and I am happy. Now, where do we go from here? This channel honestly was built on trauma. Most of you found me through those two sad videos that I had first uploaded. And you stayed because I don't know why you stayed, but I'm glad you did. But every video I made, right now when I watch them, I'm like, oh my God, such a sad little girl. But that was important. It was important for me to create that, to show that, to talk about that. And maybe it was meant to be. But you know what? Now we are past that. We cannot continue basing our content on trauma and sadness anymore. I am not that Tess anymore. I have grown in more ways than you can imagine. Even physically, people say I have added weight. Have I? I am so excited to be here, and I hope you guys have been great. How is everything? How is England for this in England? How is the US? How is Kenya? No, how you dealing with life? Life is tough nowadays. Life is tough. A lot is happening in the world. I hope you're keeping safe. And I want to say 5 things in this video. One, I want to urge anyone that is struggling mentally to not just give up and stay in a space that is not working for your healing. I want to encourage you to take a step towards your healing. Maybe all you need is a change of scenery. Maybe all you need is to book your flight from Nairobi to Malindi. Maybe you just need to move from New York to some other place. Maybe you just need to leave your little apartment and go and live with your sister for a month. Maybe that's all you need. I know change is scary, but sometimes what you need is the easiest thing you can do. So I want to just urge anyone who's having a tough time or going through what I was going through to take the step and do what will help you to move towards healing. And don't expect anyone to do the healing for you. People telling you, oh my God, it will be okay, will not make it okay. You have to do the work from inside out. At least that is what I did. I sat with my sadness. I actually stopped vlogging. I was like, I will talk about that later, but I was like, now let's focus on Tess. So I would sit with my sadness, I'd cry, I'd journal everything until I got it out, until I made peace internally. I fixed the wounds internally. And then now I can show up to the world as Tess, as a happy Tess. And instead of telling me you'll be okay, even if you tell me I'll be okay, I know I'll be okay. But if you're hurting and somebody tells you you'll be okay, you won't be okay. You need to do the work. So do the work. Put yourself first. 2, it's okay. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to even to be depressed. It's not something to be embarrassed about. If you've been in a horrible relationship, it's not your fault. If that left you wounded, it's not your fault. It happened. It's okay to be broken inside. It's okay to not know where you're headed. It's okay to want people around you. It's okay for you to feel everything you're feeling. Feel them. But remember, you don't want to stay there forever. Okay? Don't stay there forever. Feel it for as long as you can and then get up. Create your reality in your mind. Imagine what would this girl look like without the sadness. Manifest a better you. Create her or him in your mind and then do little things that will get you there. Like 1, changing scenery. 2, taking a break from work. 3, doing the things that you love. Start enjoying life again. One thing that really, really was making my healing difficult was self-isolation. I was isolated in London. And as much as I am used to being alone and solitude, that was not working. Whatever I was going through, I needed a community. They didn't need to be in my space all the time, but I needed to be in a space where I know the people I love are close by. If something happens and I need someone to talk to, I can easily just walk to my sister's place and they will be there to listen. And that just helped my healing. So don't self-isolate. Do the things, small things that will get you from your funk. 3, remember, nobody can take away your power. Only you can take away your power. I used to say, oh my God, he broke me, but he didn't. Nobody has the power to break me. Did I bend a little? Yes. Was I a bit heartbroken? Yes. But nobody can take away my power. I am Tess Ogamba. That alone is testament to the power that I hold. Everything you need to survive whatever shit you're going through is there in you. So nobody can break you. Nobody ever. And I stopped believing that bullshit I was feeding myself. That, oh my God, I'm broken. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, it happened. The effects were real, but nobody can break me. Nobody can take away your power. Okay? I don't even know what point I am on now. But I'll say next is just to believe in yourself. I think I said this in a previous video that I made impromptu, but believe that you can do it. Believe that you can do it and don't listen to people. When I moved back to Kenya, there were so many naysayers. People saying, oh my God, oh, she's been deported. Oh, her visa has, I don't know what. Oh my God, I knew she'd go back. UK is not for the weak, abroad is not for the weak. They didn't know that was strategy. Me going back was important for my success in England. But sometimes for you to move forward, you need to take a step back. If I had listened to those people and their counsel and their advice, I mean, I I appreciate people giving advice, but you don't have to listen to them. I didn't have to listen. And me, one thing about me is I listen to myself more than I listen to other people. That's just how things have been in my life. My voice is so loud in my head. Sometimes you tell me something and I just won't listen to you, not because I don't respect, but just because they are not in line with what my internal system is telling me. So I didn't listen. I did what I thought was best for me, and it turned out to be the best decision. So as much as you want a community around you, as much as you want people, as much as you want people support, remember to do what's best for you. And sometimes what's best for you will be frowned upon by people, and it's okay. Just trust in you, believe in yourself, in your inner voice. Believe in the power of the universe. Believe in, a higher power, the one that you believe in. Pray if that gives you strength. Like, listen to yourself and believe in yourself. You can do it. And number 5, you know what? Cut those people off. Cut them off. If they're friends and they're not helping in your healing, cut them off. If they're not being kind to you and your situation, cut them off. If they're making it hard for you to move on or away from something that is not good for your life, cut them off. If they're not adding value to your life, cut them off. One thing I have always been, and even more right now, is the moment you rub me off the wrong way and I feel like you're not a champion for my growth and my well-being, you're gone. And don't feel guilty about that. Just let them go. You find other people who are meant to be in your life, who will add value to your life. Right now, I realize how important it is to not only have connections, but valuable connections. And not just value outwardly, inwardly. Listen to how people speak to you. Listen to the little things. Pay attention to the little things they do or say. When they say, I'll call you back, do they actually call you back? Okay? Do they listen to you when you're sharing your problems? Do they disregard your feelings? Do they not react the way? Just listen, pay attention to the little things. Don't make excuses for the people who are chaff in your life. Cut them off. That is how you make room for valuable people. And you better have 2 good friends than 50 horrible friends. Or, I don't know, made friends. Now, just to talk about my vlogging and why I stopped it. So I enjoyed vlogging for the time that I was doing it, for the period that I was doing it. It was necessary. It helped me cope. But guys, I'm not a vlogger. I'm not a vlogger. When I stopped vlogging in Kenya, I instantly just felt level of peace. I feel like when you vlog and show people your life, you invite a lot of voices in your life. And also, it's very easy for people to track your life. And I didn't want that anymore. You guys know, when you've been in my situation, you don't want people tracking your life. So I realized people I don't want to track my life are tracking my life. And they're using my content as fuel. When I make a video crying, that makes them happy. Those people who can read between the lines, I hope you're understanding. That validates them. When I'm here saying, oh my God, I'm suffering, that makes them happy. They are like, okay, whatever I did to them is working. Because for them, your suffering is their control, is their strength. Or, this when you make strides, they say some weird things to the universe. So I was like, when I stopped vlogging, I got a lot of peace. A lot of peace. And I was like, okay, Tess, you're not really a vlogger. You're a storyteller. You love to teach, you love to speak to people. You have a voice, and maybe you will not go viral showing people your morning routine. Maybe all you have to do is to show up and use your voice. And I was like, that is what I'm going to do. So I stopped vlogging. I won't be vlogging anymore. It's just not who I am. It's not something I want to do now. Maybe in future. But right now, this is how I'll be doing it. And I am so excited for the future of this channel. Let me know if you're still here. I know it's been a while. It's okay if some of you have gone. But if you're still here, just let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you want to see from me, topics you want us to cover, not sad topics. Just things you want me to talk about, what you love to see from this channel going forward. And I want to end this video by saying I am so excited to be back, and I'm so happy that you're still here, and I value your presence. I value your time. I value your view, your comment. Your voice matters. You're stronger than you think. And whatever you're going through, trust me, you will get over it. Everything will be okay. Now, me saying that will not change things. You need to believe it, and then you need to do the work and make your life better. And I'll be here to cheer you on.